Hello everyone, Rhonda here to show you how I actually start my double bead crochet, also known as Euro Bead Crochet projects. I have my seed beads loaded on my size 80 Elizabeth thread, and I'm using a number 6 1mm clover cushion crochet hook. I love these crochet hooks. Now I have a slip knot on my crochet hook already. I'm sure you all know how to make a slip knot. And my project I'm going to show you how to start calls for 8 beads around. So I'm going to subtract 2 from that. I always subtract 2. And I'm going to make a chain of 6 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now it doesn't matter these chain stitches, because all you're going to do with these 6 chain stitches is you're going to, I always take my hook out and put it the other way. You're going to create a ring out of these 6 chain stitches. You see the 6 chain stitches? Okay. I'm going to go back into my first chain stitch. And when I create a ring, I do it with a slip stitch. I'm sure you're all familiar with that. I'm going to slip stitch the ring together. I'm going to do 1 chain at the end. There. There's my ring. Not a fancy ring, a very small ring. That bigger stitch is my biggest first chain stitch. It doesn't matter. You're going to, since your project calls for 8 beads, I'm going to make 8 single crochets inside of the ring. Inside of the ring, not in the chains. Of course, I only made 6 chains anyway. So there's 1. And here is 2. And here is 3. Here's 4. 5. 6. Single crochet number 7 inside the ring. And last but not least, number 8. Now these single crochets that you are doing inside this ring are the base for your project. Now I don't do a chain one at the end here or anything like that. You see my 8 single crochets. There's where I'm going to put my beads. Now when I do that, I count out 8 beads. That's the number that's going to go around my first round. And I slide them up. So that way I know when I'm done with these 8 beads, I have my first round done. I do that for the first number of rounds, okay? You see, I have my 8 beads there. And these you do work into every single crochet. If you're not sure where to start, look back at your hook and count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my first one I'm going to start is this one right here. And be sure to go under both threads when you pick up that. And slide your bead down. And this I know you all know how to do from looking at my other video. How to do this double bead crochet. You just not knowing how to start it. It is started differently than this slip stitch. All right. And you're going to go into each one of these around. Make sure you do not do the same one twice. Make sure you go into each single crochet. Slide your bead down and crochet that bead in. So you're going to be crocheting these beads in around the ring. 1 in each of the single crochets you put into the ring. All right. Every once in a while I make it very tight, and that makes this a little challenging to get this pulled through there. Make sure you pick up, like I say, those 2 threads. If you just pick up one, you're going to have beads that just sort of hang out there, and that is not what you want. All right. Remember, we are single crocheting the beads in. 1 in each single crochet that I had put in that ring. And slide a bead down. I realize just how challenging it is to do this slowly and in frame when I'm so used to doing it differently. Here we go. Make sure you do not put 2 beads in 1 single crochet. Make sure you're using each single crochet that you've put in that ring just 1 time. Sounds like, nah, not a problem. That's where most people make their mistakes. Whoa. Sorry about that. And we want to go in this next one here and put 1 bead in. And go in my next one. You can see that under the 2 threads. And crochet it in. And go into this one. Make sure you have both threads. I'm trying to make sure you can see I have both threads there. Now the way I did it didn't look too good. There you go. That's better. Now you can see it. Well, I'm out of beads, so I guess I have my first round done. And as you can see, it doesn't look like much. If you've never done any bead crochet, this is ugly. Don't worry about it. If you've done it, you know this is it. Now, I just want to show you a few of the second round because all the other rounds are the same. It does work out tighter as you get into it. All right. I want to show you where you want to start. You're not going to do a chain or anything else right now. You're just going to stop from that and go right into the very next one. Here is my first bead of my first round. Okay, right there, right there. I want to make sure I go into the single crochet that created that. Make sure you pick up both threads. So my first bead is to the right of my needle. My second bead is to the left. Those were the beads of my first round. Let's pull a bead down. Oops, I just want to pull 1. And you crochet that bead in. All right. Now, here's my next bead. Whoops, get this out of the road so you can see better. Get my tail out of the way too. My next bead is right here. And I want to be sure I pick up that single crochet that I used to put that bead in, both threads. All right. And then go through there and crochet it in. And I can show you one more. Time constraints on YouTube. I'm not allowed to show you the whole thing like I'd like to, but it's fine. You get the idea. I'm going to go, there is that bead. I'm going to go into that single crochet that put that bead in there and be certain to pick up both threads. That is the tricky part right now. Get in there and pick up both of those threads. Slide your bead down and crochet it in. I think I made this really tight. I was trying to make it loose because I crochet a little tight when I do this so you don't see my threads. and there. And you just keep working yourself around. Right now, like I say, it's difficult. You want to go the next bead, all right? You want to be sure to go and pick up those 2 threads and work your way around. If you keep the 8 beads up there, you'll know you haven't done too many. After that, just watch your design to see if there's a mistake. Okay? And that's all there really is to starting it. It takes time and patience. Take a breath. Here's one I've started. As you can see, as you get up there and you're working around it, as you can see, let me get my crochet hook out of this one. As you can see, as you get to where you're working, move this thread out of the way so you can see. As you can see, as you keep working your way up and around, it tightens up in here. And then you can easily figure out what single crochet you pick up from the previous round. It sounds difficult, but it's not. It's a lot of fun. Have a good time. Thanks for asking.